Hi, welcome to the Urban Outdoorsman SoCal video. My name is Danny Milton, and today we're in Aliso Viejo. So today we're going to be testing out the ActiveTrack 3.0 on the Mavic Air 2. I've done a couple previous videos, testing the ActiveTrack. I did one in the park, I did one at the beach, and I also did one here at Aliso Viejo. If you want to watch any of those videos, you can click that link right there. So in that previous video here at Aliso Viejo, I sent the drone up in the air, had it track me down Lynx Trail and Rock-It Trail. And I was going relatively slow going down those trails. If you watch that video, you can see the screen recorder showing the miles per hour that the drone is going. It's going anywhere from like 8 to about 12, maybe 13 miles per hour, and that's relatively slow going down these trails for me. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to send up the drone, lock it onto me, and try going down the trails much faster.
We're going to have to go right to Ludicrous Speed.
Not, PR speed like full board, but I want to try and get into that, 12 to 15, 16, maybe up to like 18 miles per hour to see if the drone will still be able to keep up and track me all the way down the trail. So I came on a previous day and it was cloudy and it was overcast, and the drone was just having a really hard time, following me down the trail going faster. Today, you can see it's much sunnier. There is very little wind in the air, so there shouldn't be any external factors, hindering the drone from tracking me down the trail. There is one problem that I noticed watching some of those previous screen records that I'm going to test today and see if that is going to be, a contributing factor to how well this drone is going to follow me going down these trails at a faster speed. Okay, drone's still on me. All right, let's get up to speed here. Oh. If the drone is behind me right after this section. I don't hear it, so it's not super close. Still on me? Wow, okay. It's good so far. Now we're coming up to the turns. How you doing? Just me. I think I hear it. Yep, it's there. This is the faster section here. See if the drone can keep up. So you can see on this part of Lynx where I started to go faster, the drone fell too far behind and it wasn't able to track me through the trees. So we can go through here a little bit faster. So in the top section of Rock-It, there's a bunch of windy sections back and forth, and I wasn't going very fast, but you can see in the actual drone footage that there was just too much shadow, too much contrast, and it lost me going back and forth. See what you got. Okay, we're moving. Drone's on us. Let's get a little speed going. Hopefully the GoPro on my chest is at the right angle because I'm using my stuntman harness. Can't slow down to look back. Hopefully the drone's on me. I don't hear it super close, but hopefully it's there. funky. Yeah, I think I hear it. Yep, it's there. All right, this is a little bit of a slow spot. Coming up on the step up. We'll see if it can follow me all the way through the step up. Got some high bushes here. So you can see on this part of the trail, the drone lost me for about a second, but then was able to reacquire me in the far right hand side of the picture and followed me all the way up to the step up. So right here where it loses me on the step up, I don't really blame the drone so much because it did have to brake really quickly. It was going, you know, in the teens as far as miles per hour. And then because I lost my momentum, the drone had to brake really hard right as I was going through the second part of the step up, and it lost me. This is sometimes a difficult spot for the drone to follow you because you are going really quickly, and then because of just the nature of going up the step up, you slow down a lot, so the drone has to slow down really hard and then follow you around that bush, and even the Mavic 2 Zoom would lose me in this spot sometimes. So in this section, right past the step up, I'm going from standing still, so the drone has to swing around, get behind me, and there's a lot of tall bushes in this area. You can see just for a split second the drone does lose me, but then reacquires me again right in the far right hand side of the screen and is able to keep up through the next two archways. You can see it loses me, the tracking loses me. It keeps flying forward, anticipating, hopefully that's what it's doing, where I'm going to come out, reacquires me, keeps following, loses again through the second archway, and then reacquires on the far side. This is something that the Mavic 2 Zoom with the ActiveTrack 2.0 was never able to do. So this is a definite win for ActiveTrack 3.0. Rider! Drone's still on me. Let's see if they can follow me down this hill. And you can see right here at the end of Rock-It Trail, I don't know why the drone was locked onto me. It wasn't going very quickly. For some reason, it just lost subject and wasn't able to follow me down the last part of Rock-It. So my final thoughts on ActiveTrack 3.0, you know, following you on your mountain bike. The drone is doing a really good job. It will obviously do better the slower you're going. Once you start to pick up speed, it is going to have a harder time tracking you. There are going to be some limitations as to how fast the drone can track you. Through all of the screen recordings that I've done and all of the times that I've gone down Lynx and Rock-It, it looks like the drone maxes out around 16.5 and 17 miles per hour. So if you are going to be going down trails faster than that, the drone will not be able to keep up with you and will eventually just lose the tracking. Sometimes the drone is just going to be difficult no matter what the conditions are, no matter how well you have your remote control set up, how well it's locked onto you. Sometimes it's just going to lose tracking and it won't be able to follow you down your trail. So in this video, I was going much faster down these trails, and this was the second day that I went to film this video. The first day I was just using my Usui backpack with the remote in there, and going down faster, the remote is moving around more in the backpack and the buttons were getting pushed, and it lost, you know, it lost track of me several times throughout that day. So what I had to do for this video was I took my Low Pro backpack, that is a camera backpack, and in the top there is a kind of a clamshell opening, and I was able to set the remote in there, and it will pretty much hold the remote in place so it's not bouncing around, so none of those buttons get pushed, you know, the return to home or the power button, because if either of those get pushed while you're in ActiveTrack, it will completely shut it off and your drone will stop tracking you. So all in all, the drone did a really good job. Like I said, there is that limitation of the 16.5 to 17 mile per hour limit. To go any faster than that, you're going to have to put your drone into sport mode and turn off all the sensors. And I'm not going to do that because I don't want to crash, you know, my drone into a tree, power line, or anything like that. Hopefully with a future update, or maybe even in the Mavic 3.0, there will be some type of beacon function where the drone can track either the remote or some type of separate beacon, just like the Skydio 2 has. That way we can get even better tracking out of these drones and make even better videos. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Do all that stuff for me, help support the channel. Like, share, comment, definitely subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And the last thing you do is click on one of these buttons or one of these boxes in the corners. One's gonna take you to a rides playlist, another to a favorite video, and you can click that logo over there, the Urban Outdoorsman SoCal logo, to subscribe. Thanks a lot.